Good evening and welcome aboard the Stormus-Furry biker. I hope you're all doing well out there, keeping it safe, or upside down and illegal if you're a fellow biker. I'm going to very besides that point enough. Massive shout out to all of my subscribers, old and new. Absolute pleasure, privilege and honour to do these videos for you. Thank you very, very much for coming on board. Welcome to another episode of Furry Biker Fluff. My little dainty look into the world is seen through the lens or the visor of a motorcyclist. Are the good points, the bad points, the insane points, and the what the fucking points? You know what I mean? There are all kinds of points. Yeah. I've seen you before, my friend. So yeah, tonight I'm going to be talking about excuses. Namely, the kinds of excuses you hear from people who roll up next to you in a car and go, "Oh, that's a nice bike. I'd love one of those. But X reason stops me getting one." I call them the Wannabees, and I'm not talking about the 1996 song by the Spice Girls. I am talking about I want to be a biker, but X. So the first one I usually come across is, I'd love a bike like that, but I'd kill myself on one. Remember, the throttle goes both ways, open and closed, and will only open as far as the right wrist, which is controlled by the brain, a collection of neutrons, protons, electrons and other ons will command it to. And you know, you've got to have the fucking sense to be able to do something and move around, unless you're an amoeba or have less fucking cranial capacity than a member of the Conservative Party or any fucking political party in the entire United Kingdom, except for that of Count Binface. Make every day Independence Day. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. You'll kill yourself. That is probably one of the most common I've come across. Followed up in second place by, I'd love a bike, but my mum, girlfriend, wife, etc. will not allow me to have one. And the stop line's back here, mate. You're in the fucking bike box. Cycle box. Ugh, frog in my throat. Ribbit. Yeah. So X won't allow X to have a motorbike. So, yeah. Okay, how do you deal with that then? Simple. Just fucking do it. You dickhead. You know, just do it. Explain to them the benefits of being a biker, like lower road tax, cheaper insurance, they cost less to run, you know, in general they cost less to run, lower road tax of the car, certain cars accepted of course, unless you're one of these morons who drive an electric car. I'm not a fan of electric when it comes to motion. And I'm digressing. Yeah, those are the first two. The next one, I would love a bike, but I had an accident many years ago. Right, now these fall into a couple of different categories. There are those who had accidents that are so bad that you know, people end up seriously injured. No, I can understand that, putting people off a bike. That I can completely understand. But if it's a 10 mile an hour off in your back fucking yard or on your own, and you thought, oh fuck this, God's sake, then you definitely you got one or two options. You can either say fuck it, get back on the bike and accept, you know, you're gonna drop bikes. I dropped mine quite a few times through the years. Or you can just sit there, mither, lament, and think about what might have been, you know, what could have been. the halcyon days of, you know, etc, etc. It does make me scratch my head a little bit. Like I said, I can understand if the accident was a biggie, you know, big enough to put you out of action, hospitalise you, or something like that. But if it's a trivial small off at low speed in your backyard or on your road, then you really need to look at yourself in the mirror and think to yourself, fuck me, did I make a mistake? Anyway, what others have come across? Cheeky. I'd love a bike, but I think that's all the ones I've actually come across, to be honest. Yes. Are you gonna look? Are you gonna look? Yes, thank you for looking. Finally looking. As I'm looking to do this. Turn your indicator off unless you're actually going to change lanes. Yes. I think that's all the reasons I've come across, actually. Well, the most common ones. There's probably a few more obscure ones out there, but you know, there's others. Enlighten me further, guys. You know, if you've come across a silly reason that people have said to you, I'd love a bike, but, you know, drop it in the comments box below. Because I always like to hear other people's stories, you know. It's actually quite funny listening to other stories or hearing other reasons. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here, because Furry Biker Fluff is meant to be very short episodic fun. So as far as I'm concerned, I've covered all the reasons that I've come across as to why people would love a bike, but X reason. And dude, shift a little over here. Anyway, yes. For this episode of Furry Biker Fluff, I'm going to call it it. No, I'm not going to call the episode it. I'm going to call it ridiculous reasons people won't buy a bike. I think that might be a good one. Yeah, I think so. And if that's the title you're reading now, then I went ahead with it instead of going for something different. Anyhow, this has been your daily dose of, well, your fortnightly, monthly, weekly, however often I upload these videos, dose of furry bikerness. You have officially been furry bikered, people. So I'm going to say thank you for watching. Throw me a like, a subscription if you haven't subscribed already. Chuck a comment in the comments box below. I love reading your comments, guys. You know, be they good comments, bad comments, whatever. I just think they're a fucking hoot to read. You know, because some people are just absolute arseholes. Some folk can be nice. Some are cool, like running. Some rambling again. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all again very, very soon. Till next time, folks. Grazie Hafna, and ciao, ciao, ciao.